What's up, guys? We're going to be going through the best NBA player props on PrizePicks today. Now, I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 18 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get 18 picks right like me, win more bets, and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon. It should be linked down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $160 just yesterday, and another member who won $64 for the third day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. Alright, so let's get straight into the first pick. And when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So the first pick we're going to be talking about is Jaylen Green for 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and this one actually is for more. Now look at Jaylen Green. Over the last 5, he has gone on the over in 3 out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic to see, and they do face off against none other than the Chicago Bulls. Now, as you all know, Chicago Bulls do actually rank 14th in points allowed, which is interesting to see. They also rank 23rd in assists allowed, and when it comes to rebounds allowed, they do rank 16th. So they rank pretty average in all categories, and that's why we can see someone like Jaylen Green go on the over here. He is coming off a massive game where he did have 55 in points, rebounds, and assists, but also had himself a great game in general. And we definitely think this is due to the fact that Alperen Sengun has been out, due to the fact that he has injured his leg. So we think that will continue on. We will probably see Jaylen Green have a huge increase in his usage rate as time goes on, and we think it will continue on into this next game, especially against the Chicago Bulls. Now, his average over the last 5 is also 39 flat, which is great to see. So well over and well above the line, which I think is fantastic. And that's one of the reasons why we do like the over for it. So all signs point towards the over. So Jaylen Green, 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists for more, I think is an absolute steal. Now, getting into the next pick, we're actually going to be talking about none other than Kyrie Irving. Now, Kyrie Irving, great player as we all know, and this is none other than 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and this one actually is for more. Now, when it comes to Kyrie Irving, he has gone on the over in 4 out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic to see, and they do face off against none other than the Utah Jazz. Now, Utah Jazz do actually rank 27th in points allowed, they rank 30th in assists allowed, but they also rank 5th in rebounds allowed. So this one's an interesting one, but Kyrie Irving, out of all points, assists, and rebounds, actually has the lowest usage rate in rebounds, and that's why we are not too worried about that. We think he's going to do a fantastic job in the points and assist department, and that's why we definitely can see him go on the over here. When it comes to the matchup against Utah as well, we are expecting a very fast-paced game. Utah Jazz are a pretty fast-paced team, and Kyrie Irving and the rest of the Dallas Mavericks are pretty fast-paced as well, which I think is definitely going to be a huge plus. So we definitely want that pace due to the fact that it will add a lot of volume to this game, so we could see a lot more shots go up for Kyrie Irving. On top of that, when it comes to Utah Jazz, they are expected to miss out on Jordan Clarkson and Lauri Markkanen in this game. Now, they are probable, they may come out last minute, but for now they are expected to be out for this game, and because of that, we like the over for Kyrie Irving here. So Kyrie Irving, 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists for more, I think is an absolute steal as well. Again, to the next one is Jabari Smith. So this is Jaylen Green's teammate, and this is none other than points and rebounds for 24.5, and this one actually is for less. Now, we look at Jabari Smith. We've actually seen him go on the under in 3 out of the last 5 games, which is interesting to see. And like we mentioned before, they do face off against the Chicago Bulls, who do rank 16th in rebounds allowed. And when it comes to points allowed, guys, they also rank pretty mid-tier, as they rank 14th. Now, the reason why we do like the under for this situation is that Chicago Bulls actually do a very good job at defending the forward position, which is exactly what Jabari Smith is. So that's the reason why we do like the under for this situation here. We tend to see Chicago Bulls really collapse inside the paint, and Jabari Smith could be in some trouble there, especially when it comes to scoring. So when it comes to his average over the last 5, it is 25, so it is just above this line, but we still like the under for this situation, because when we look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies actually have been favored for the under. We are going to be sticking to what the bookies are saying there. So Jabari Smith, 24.5 points and rebs for less, I think is a great pick. Now getting to the next one, we're going to be talking about Zion Williamson. Now, Zion Williamson, as we all know, fantastic player as always, and this is for 23.5 points, and this one actually is for more. Now, look at Zion Williamson. We've actually been going the over in 5 out of the last 5 games, which is great to see, and they do face off against the Orlando Magic. Now, Orlando Magic do actually rank 3rd in points allowed, but on top of that, guys, when it comes to Zion Williamson, he has just been playing so great as of recent. On top of that, when we actually look at Orlando as well, Orlando do actually do a very poor job at defending points from the forward position, which we think is definitely going to have a huge effect on total. When it comes to also the team of Orlando Magic, yes, they are a pretty slow-paced team, but the Pelicans are a pretty fast-paced team, and we actually tend to see Pelicans do a great job at speeding teams up. So we aren't expecting New Orleans to actually go down to the pace of Orlando. However, the opposite, where we think Orlando is going to come up to the pace of the New Orleans Pelicans. His average over the last 5 is also 29.6, so he's just got such a hot hand as of recent, and we think that's definitely going to play a huge factor, and we could definitely see him continue do it in this next matchup against Orlando. So Zion Williamson, 23.5 points for more, I think is a great pick as well. Now, as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but PrizePicks is delayed with some of their lines, so here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So the first player we're going to be talking about is none other than Sabonis, who's been averaging 19.6 points, 15.8 rebounds, and also 7 assists for the Sacramento Kings. So he has done a fantastic job, and they do face off against none other than the Washington Wizards. Now, Wizards do rank 30th in points allowed, 29th in assists allowed, and 30th in rebounds allowed. And that's why we do expect the over for someone like Sabonis. Sabonis is a great player. He has a very high usage rate in all departments, whether it's points, rebounds, and assists. We think that will continue on into this next matchup, no doubt about it. When we look at Sabonis as well, we are expecting a pretty fast-paced game. Washington Wizards are a pretty fast-paced team. And on top of that, when we also look at the pace and also the injuries for Wizards, they are expected to miss out on quite a lot of players, so we could expect a lot of players missing, which could definitely affect their defense even further. So when it comes to Wizards, Kuzma's out, Coulibaly's also out, Marvin Bagley is also out, Tyus Jones, Advija, Isaiah Livers, the list really does go on and on, guys. So many players are out for this Wizards team, so I think it is going to be a breeze for Sabonis to be able to go on the over here. So keep an eye out for Sabonis' line. If it is under these averages, then definitely look to go on the over. Again, to the next player is Brandon Ingram, who's been averaging 14.6 points, 6 assists, and 5.6 rebounds, which I think is fantastic. And when it comes to Brandon Ingram and the Pelicans, they do face off against none other than the Orlando Magic, like we mentioned. Now, when it comes to Orlando Magic, as we all know, they are a pretty good defensive team. They rank 3rd in points allowed, which is interesting to see. They rank 1st in assists allowed and 1st in rebounds allowed. And that's why we do actually expect the under for someone like Brandon Ingram here. When it comes to Brandon Ingram, we actually see Orlando Magic do a very good job at defending his position. And that's another reason why we do actually like the under for Brandon Ingram here. Ingram's usage rate has definitely fallen a little bit, and we've actually seen Zion's one increase. And that's why earlier on we did actually really like Zion for the over, but when it comes to Brandon Ingram, we actually could see a different outcome and actually expect an under for this situation here. So keep an eye out for Brandon Ingram, guys, especially when it comes to his line. If his line is too close to these averages, then definitely look to go under, so I think there'll be a lot of great value there to go in the under. Now, getting into the next player, we're going to be talking about Mikal Bridges, who's been averaging 15.6 points, 5 rebounds, and also 3.2 assists. And he's been doing a great job for the Brooklyn Nets, and the Brooklyn Nets do face off against none other than the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, as you all know, Milwaukee Bucks have had a pretty rocky early start to the season, but they have been able to turn things around quite a bit. They do still rank, though, 21st in points allowed, which is interesting to see. On top of that, when it comes to assists allowed, they are doing a little bit better at 16th, and rebounds allowed, guys, the Milwaukee Bucks actually do rank 18th. So they still rank pretty mid-tier in every single category, and because of that, we do actually like the over for this situation here. Now, Bridges has been playing great as of recent. Now, he has more of a consistent role in this matchup and in this lineup now, and because of that, we think it will continue on. We aren't expecting these lines to be too high. We are expecting it to be under these averages, and that's why I think there'll still be a lot of value since they face off against against the Milwaukee Bucks, who still do rank pretty average in all categories. So guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. Should be a link down below in the description. You can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there and I'll see you soon. Peace.